Oh, okay.
Y'all want my cheese?
No.
No, I'm good.
Banana stocks.
Banana stock.
Dude, I heard they're going up.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy. Alright, let's
What
take
about
this.
plantain stocks?
Hey y'all, Stylezzz here. Now, today we are back with the Squadcast. This is episode 2, and today we have a special guest, and that is, two special guests.
Momo! Yay!
This is 5 Rec Room quests.
Right. I forgot about that. honestly, I've been getting a lot of those like comments on like my videos and whatnot, and like on my Instagram
See,
every single time. Everyone's like, 5 rec
Stunk.
requests. I'm like, oh my gosh, right?
I get recognized in like the rec center. People are like, sing your line
Nice
from 12
photo.
Days of Rec Room.
I get that.
Nobody asked me
Not so much
that.
anymore,
Indeed.
but when that video first came out, I got that a lot.
Yeah, when it
Which
first came out, it was
Which number
everywhere.
were you?
I wasn't in that video.
People with me, if they see me in rec center and they say, "What's day 7?"
I just say that.
See me in
It's
there, sit there and
like
like,
people, you'll just randomly
From the
run through the rec
bloopers
center and say,
video.
"What's day 7?"
Hey.
Oh, there you go.
In the bloopers video.
We got,
Wait, my mind was blank.
Blank.
I cannot remember for the life of me which one you were. We got 2 magic wands, 4 flying discs,
4 monkeys.
3 frying pans. Tyler, what was
There you
yours?
Got you.
Oh, and then we
2
got 9
monkeys.
stream modes dance
monkeys.
players.
2 monkeys.
Wait, what was yours?
2 monkeys.
2 monkeys.
I didn't have one. I was the same one for like half of them
Oh, yeah. I totally forgot that.
pictures.
4 flying discs.
Yeah.
Where are the bloopers though?
Yo, I did 4
I'm sorry, I
flying
don't mean to interrupt you.
discs.
Can I time out real quick? Dude. I've never seen the detail on this, Sorry. Anyway. I looked really cool, I got distracted.
People
Hey, man.
We're in a
keep on
podcast.
saying the detail, but I don't see it. I can't see it.
Bro,
There's like
everyone
there's like
knows
lines in it.
that
Yeah,
I did
it's
4
like-
flying
oh,
discs.
See,
I am
I don't
cheese.
see that.
There's like a cool
I
design
don't see
on
that.
it.
It's
Tyler,
red.
I just see
Wait a
yours.
minute.
Another
Stay
blue cheese.
very,
Where's yours?
stand very
Smudge
still.
it.
Stand very, very still.
Tyler, Tyler,
Look.
Alright,
I had to
so,
go back to
on to
my
the
world.
first thing I wanted to talk about, and that's... So a lot of new game updates came out this week. We got Population 1, got Season 1, Gorilla Tag, the cave update, and the cave map.
Which is awesome.
I haven't played it since.
It is
I haven't played that yet, I'm
Guys in
excited to.
PlayStation
Yeah.
VR.
Rip.
I feel you.
PlayStation.
Shun the
What do y'all think
non-believer.
of Season 1 of people who have Population 1?
Dude, it's dope.
Wait,
It
I
is.
haven't played
It is.
love the
Season 1 yet
katanas.
either.
Dude, the
They're really
katana's the best.
Katana's
The
are
weapon.
fun.
Dude, the LMG
It's
shreds.
actually pretty great.
I died and
Do y'all have like a favorite skin out of the battle pass and all?
Am I quiet?
I don't have the. I can't. I might get the battle pass. I don't know.
I don't got
It's
the
kinda
battle pass. I
cool. I just want the
I don't
banana.
got
I just want the
that
banana
either.
calling
How's
card.
this?
That's all I
Yes,
want.
the banana!
That's all I
That's
want.
what I
I want the
want.
banana
I was
calling
gonna say
card.
that I love that they have the battle pass, but they came
Wait,
out
was
with
that just,
so
like,
much
really
cool
loud?
stuff without it as well.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
like, I'm sticking with my
couldn't
Christmas
hear
skin
you
or my
over
Santa skin. I'm not gonna buy the stuff
That's what-
for the battle
Yes.
pass. And like there's so much in the store, the social store,
I thought you were
which
flipping
is
me off
super
for a
duper cool. I love that like
Yeah, the social
concept.
stuff is cool.
I was really
Your friends
confused.
can give you
I
coins
want
and
the
you buy
red
stuff. That's
samurai
awesome.
card.
But you can give people coins.
Okay,
Wait,
so the social it works like this. So you have friends, and on your friends list, there's like little coin icons. You send them to your friends. If they accept them, they get coins. If they send it to you, and you click on it, you get a coin. You can get 25 per day.
Hey, Matt.
That's cool.
I need you to
You're
give me
getting a
some
ton of
coins.
Wait, do you lose the
Yeah,
coins
I'm
from
maxed out
like
first day. I was so
you?
happy. I was like, yeah.
Oh,
Does
wow.
it take the coins
Wait,
from
what's the
you
max
and give
for
them
one
to
day?
them?
No, it doesn't take it away. So it's like
That's so
the max
cool.
is 25.
I'm
so like
sorry.
Stork,
I can
I'm
send
paying you
Stork a
today.
coin. He can accept it. You know, for the
Why
first
are you
day.
paying today?
Stork, I'm
You can
gonna
accept
pay you
another.
today, alright? Don't worry.
Are you on
Alright. I paid you
I haven't
yesterday.
yet played
You did?
the
Oh.
Monkey Tag
Okay,
Cave update,
Yeah.
but like, what's
Okay,
new
good.
about it? What is there?
Maybe
I saw a
change
post about like fireballs or something. I don't know if that was
Stylezzz.
this one, but...
Fireball.
You forgot an update.
On the Lemming VR
Maybe
on
it's
Twitter, I
sound
swear I saw something about them wanting to add fireballs.
What?
Okay,
I don't
haven't
know.
seen that. I haven't seen that, but the update is pretty
I
cool.
want Warhammer Dad.
It's got
That'd
a
be
new
so cool.
like so in the tree where you spawn now, like after you played the game one
That-
time,
yeah,
there's
no,
a
that'd
hole.
be pretty
There's a table that's been flipped over. One of the monkeys flipped it, dug a hole. It goes down 2
Smart
levels.
monkey.
So like you're down there, there's crystals all over, and then under the crystal place is like this huge, like maze mine. It looks awesome. It's really cool. Like it's very
my
beautiful.
God, try
The
that.
crystals are
It is.
nice
Damn it,
looking.
Star.
This looks
creators
weird with
now get
names
paid in
off.
Rec Room.
Like really weird with.
Yes,
Oh no.
the creator
Papa,
compensation.
shut up.
I think that's
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
cool.
Wait, that was kind of embarrassing.
It's good.
1 million
Incorporating
tokens
elements.
for $400. That's what
Yo, I love
Oh,
it.
yeah.
I love the way he
But
edits.
okay. We live in New York, which is not good because
Yeah, we
you
can't
can't
get-
win.
Yeah, the one place like if you live in New York.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Sorry.
I don't
I mean, I'm
understand
Sorry,
assuming,
lads,
I'm
you
assuming
can't
it's
get
just
ignorant
because like
because
Some
I'm
like
New
like
York.
the government or
economy
some
laws and stuff, but
I almost
cringe.
Oh.
Yeah, we've got weird
There's the
stuff over
evidence.
here.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not good at
Incriminating.
building. I don't plan to continue at building.
You got weird
I
stuff.
don't like the maker
If you're a
pen
convicted
personally.
felon, you
So it
cannot.
doesn't,
I hear you.
see my
It's
super
only
cool
in the
invention
US.
portfolio. It's
It's
me in a hollow.
that I don't know. I remember hearing
I
about
thought
New
I
York.
heard
Oh,
it.
Dude,
okay. I'm gonna get that real quick.
It's so quiet. For some reason, when I turn
If
it
it
on,
is, I'm
it's
sure
like,
they'll
Okay, hold
they'll
on.
branch it out at some point in time, but probably just start with.
Am I
US and
quiet?
go
No,
from
I'm
there.
not.
Yeah.
It's going all the way up.
say what you need to say.
As of now.
Yeah.
I could be wrong though.
Say
Oh,
what
yeah.
you gotta say.
So-
and let the words
Come out.
I can't help it.
Honestly,
What?
I wanna see
I wanna
the
see
stupid
you
brave.
A million
Oh.
tokens. That's kind of.
We're just like living our
but that's a
soul.
lot.
Everyone's just
That is
silently
a lot.
judging us.
Look
Come on,
for
do
the
you have
Gummy
your
Bear album
earphone
in
on?
stores on November 13th. With lots
Don't let the end of that play. That is copyright.
Bear.
Don't walk
I could monetize the videos after.
Yeah, it's
Not wrong.
wonderful.
Oh my gosh.
What is going on? This is copyright.
It's the chicken dance.
everywhere.
The chicken dance. Yeah, the chicken dance, right?
Oh, wait, I forgot to have no.
It's our turn to silently judge them now. I'm gonna just head out. Hope you all enjoyed the podcast. Bye. I will say, let's
Yeah,
try
yeah,
not to have like
space.
side conversations with others while like other people are talking.
of music,
Then that's just, like,
videos, and
chaotic for the
extras.
viewers.
Oh yeah, okay. Hold on.
Did you have a list?
Am I still quiet?
Because I can give you the file.
No, you're good.
Definitely not.
That's just on me.
Yes, I had on my
camera on
list. Let's do the chicken
What?
dance, the cha-cha slide, and just have it be chaotic completely. Yeah,
That's mad.
it's right here. See my list. It was back to the greater compensation. Did anyone in this room think they'll like try to apply for that?
For what?
No.
For the compensation?
I didn't.
I cannot build.
No
I
way.
can't apply for it.
Yes, same. I can't apply for that.
Don't worry about
What
that.
is-
Don't acknowledge that. Don't acknowledge that.
Don't.
Leave it
I'm
be.
acknowledging it.
Give it attention. Don't keep
Guys,
coming.
Whoa. That is personal space.
Wow.
From
that
the wicked Wyatt.
What's in it?
So,
What's in it, Soul? It's a 2-star. Open it.
The world may never
Open
know.
it, soul. Don't
I
worry.
have a slight
Just
feeling
Yoshi that.
that if we ever do
It's time for
Soulcast Guard
magic.
Edition, it's gonna be just like
Pick a
this.
card,
Whoa.
any card.
Be
One, two,
immature
three, eyes
for
on
my
sound.
age.
Whoa.
Oh.
Did you
funny
just use
this
a
is.
teacher tactic on me?
Yeah. All right. So let's get into some of the questions. I tried to keep the questions more like VR YouTube experience based, so it's like a little different from most of the questions you probably get asked daily. So the first one's pretty common, but why did you start doing YouTube?
So YouTube, I actually started 2 channels ago, and it was just for like a few of my friends and I. We were playing like Call of Duty and Grand Theft Auto and like having a good time laughing. So I made like this whole series called Goofy Gameplay, and I used to make skits and have a good time with it. And then I went on to League of Legends, and I made a channel for that for a while, worked on it, and got super burnt out because I was strictly doing one game over and over and over and over. And then I saw somebody playing VR, and I was like, I want to try that. I gave it a shot, and then after I saw it, I was like, I want people to be able to see what this is like through my eyes, and that's why I made this channel.
Nice, that's a more interesting story than mine. Mine was more so, I've done YouTube in one way or another for like 6 years or so now, doing these different kinds of content. And this channel is the one channel I feel like I'm making good content on. So I mean, that's
I
a
feel ya.
plus, I guess.
I feel you.
Yeah.
What is your reaction and thoughts on people like swarming you or running around you, yelling your name in like the rec center, for example? Like, does it annoy you or?
It's mixed because like there's some people that get freaked out at first, oh SoulFox, and then freak out, and then calm down and they want to talk, like people do, and then there's those people that like they're this close to my face and they scream at the top of their lungs because my ears don't work. I don't like that. So, like those people, I'm like, hey, how you doing? It's okay. Like I'll try to calm them down. If they don't calm down, I have to kind of like remove myself from the situation because it's like I'm just like I know we're in a game, virtual world and all, but I promise you, my ears still work the exact same as they do in real life. So.
There was a little bit of that in a stream not too long ago. I was getting it as well.
What do you mean? You're getting old. You're like
that also happened in the Rec Royale tournament.
Yeah. 99 actually. I turned 100 my next stream.
Many years.
What are your pros and cons of being immensely popular on this game?
Pros, I absolutely love talking to people. Like that is something I really enjoy. So like actually being able to socialize with pretty much anybody. There are still a few people that like don't know who I am, that's cool. But like normally people do know who I am. They want to talk, they want to chat, and I love that. Cons is if I'm online, people know I'm online unless I like go completely offline and go exploring rooms. Even then, people still find me. But that honestly is not the biggest issue. I mean, if I had a con, that would be it. But it's not anything like major.
They hunt him down.
When I started getting like recognized and stuff, and like people started knowing who I am, I was like, I'm never going to like retcon again normally in a way, if that makes sense. Unless I'm on like an alt or something. I'm like, so that's like something that I didn't expect. But I mean, it's just what you gotta do, I guess. This one's a juicy one that I want to know the answer to specifically, because it's different. When it comes to VR YouTube, how big is your difference in everything compared to record videos and other games, like view-wise, like subscriber and like traction-wise? Because for me personally, anything not record does not do nearly as well.
No, that is how it is.
Yeah.
My channel was brought up on lots of different VR, but the stuff that actually kind of like stuck was Rec Room, and so that's why I kept coming back to it because I was having a good time with it. And stuff like the escape rooms, just getting creative, hanging out with Momo, Jay, Oshiro, and everybody. And so like whenever I do upload a video on something that's not Rec Room related, like I did something recently with Hyperdash, I was excited. Like I was elated. I was over the moon about it because it was the game itself. I think is the coolest thing that's been out for a while. Like the gameplay itself is fantastic. The developers are awesome. I was so happy to be able to like sit down, play with them, hang out with like a few of my VR buddies. And so I was excited about that video and I released it, and it didn't do, even remotely as well as any of my other videos. And I was like, that's okay. It's gonna happen. I still had a blast with it. There's still gonna be Hyperdash coming to the channel because there's still people that enjoy it. It's just, you don't have that majority of the channel that knows what it's about. So they're still trying to figure it out, see if they like it. And so maybe they'll, get more adjusted to it, which I hope they do, because it's gonna be on the channel for a while. But yeah, I'm with you on that same boat. Just if it's not Rec Room, it's not gonna be the most popular, but it's still something I enjoy.
Yeah. On that regard, with the shoot, I had something in my head I was ready to ask and completely slipped my mind.
I actually have a question.
Yes.
So like when you're starting out with like the Rec Room videos, well, like when you were first starting out, first few videos, what happened when people got all used to that? You were growing really fast, and then you switched it up a bit. Like, what was the reaction to that from people?
I can answer this one too.
It was different, because I didn't switch it up for a while. Like, I think there was one video I released that wasn't Rec Room for a while. And that was, oh no, two. There were two. So we did, what is that game called? It's a, I'm sorry, it's a Battle Royale.
Vacation Simulator?
Oh,
No, that came later.
What is it? Shoot.
You know what I'm talking about? It was one of the first Battle Royales that was on VR.
Standout?
Yeah.
Standout. It did not do that great. However, I had such a good time making it, and so people kind of react. They're like, it's okay. It's not Rec Room. It's all right. They were expecting, like, let's go for another Rec Royale video or another escape room. What is this? And I'm like, it's something fun. And so that's kind of nerve-wracking at first, like trying to branch out. But once you do it, I'm to the point now, like, I love this because I love working with Rec Room. I get to do that every now and then. But I also love, like, talking to these new, indie teams and, like, new developers. And, like, they're like, hey, SoulFox, check out our game. I'm like, yes, I would love to. That's awesome. It looks cool. Let me try it. And it's not always going to be a hit. But it's fun to actually try new things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't begun to actually branch out yet. Kind of nervous about that still.
It's kind of hard at first, but like you just gotta do it at some point in time.
That's what I
You gotta
had.
start YouTube.
It's hard because it's like you know those videos that aren't the main game you started your channel on, they're not gonna do as well. You just gotta you gotta accept that it's something that's gonna happen no matter what. One day it could get to the point where you're big enough that people will watch whatever you put out, like the older ones like Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, those kind of people, whatever they put out, people will watch. Could get to a point to like that, but for now it's always gonna be lower. Like for example, I really hyped up my Vader Immortal finale. I was like, this is gonna be cool. I got it out instantly, completely flopped, which isn't a bad thing. It's just I was like, shucks.
Yeah, it's hard whenever you focus on. Sorry, Momo. You wanna go?
You're good. I was gonna say, and I really do think that, it is really important for, content creators, like, even though, the video is not working out so very well, it's also very important to kind of branch out a little bit, so then, you don't get so exhausted, just doing the same thing over and over again, and because, like, sometimes when you just play the same game, like, every day for, like, 24/7 and whatnot, you tend to get burnt out, and it's really important to, branch out, try new things, and you might even find more people of different games that will genuinely be interested and actually, want to watch your videos, no matter, what it is that you're playing.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. It's
That's
like,
what I
especially
noticed
with
on my channel. Oh.
Yeah, what I noticed that when it comes to Rec Room, sometimes it can become really dry for videos and video ideas, which can happen with anything, but I experienced that with Rec Room
Matt, you gotta echo.
many times. And that also definitely was a factor of me wanting to expand out and do more games and other kinds of content. I think about what we were going to say.
Yeah, so what I was going to say is, about this time on my channel, I was posting whatever left and right, just whatever game I felt like doing, I'd post it. But then, as I played more VR, I realized that Rec Room was my main game that I like to play. So then, recently, I've started to just focus on Rec Room content, and then I can see my views have gone up slowly, and my subscribers have slowly gone up, because that's the main game I'm focusing on. But then now and then, I like to mix things up, because I don't want to play, even though Rec Room is awesome and it's my favorite game, I like to play other games too. So then I've started to put out more Beat Saber videos, and those will get as many views than the Rec Room videos. But then if I go in my analytics, I see what other people who watch my channel, what they like to watch, and I see you on there, and I see all the Rec Room channels, and then I also see some of the popular Beat Saber channels too. So you can see that a lot of people are now coming and to watch those Beat Saber videos, which I really like. Yep. And also the thing is when you try out a new game, you also get the interest of people who also would play that game before, because you see a few people they play this game and then they want to see videos of it. So then they see your channel and then they see that you've done a few videos on it too. So then they stick around for a little while. So with the Beat Saber, that I've definitely seen a lot of people have slowly enjoyed watching me ruin my arms.
Something as well that I think is super duper important is that regardless that we are content creators, we're making videos, we're making streams, stuff like that, we're also just people who enjoy video games. And so sticking to just strictly one thing, it is hard. So moving out, I've had some cool streams, some really fun, exciting streams that I never expected, playing budget cuts. I broke a game eating tacos, and a developer even tried fixing the game while I was playing it because I broke it. I would have never experienced that had I just stuck to one thing. Branching out and trying new stuff, it's cool because virtual reality has so many unique experiences. Playing Moss, I was not expecting to love that game so much. I fell head over heels for that game. I thought it was super duper cool, a really good story, and I would have never experienced that sticking to one single thing. So it can be scary to branch out due to analytics, but if you just kind of leave the analytics aside at some point in time and just experience the game, you can have fun by yourself, and people also kind of take interest in it. So it is okay to branch out.
I remember at Retcon, I think it was V Bunny. I know I was in the audience, you know, just kind of watching, and I know V Bunny's husband or V Bunny, they were saying something about like, oh goodness, what was it? It was something along the lines of like, you know, if you're like starting out like a channel and just trying like different things, you know, doesn't really hurt, especially when you're like new and whatnot. You have plenty of time, plenty of opportunity to, you know, do the things you want to do. Oh yeah, it was like if you play games, you're bound to find like a niche, like a niche of people who enjoy it.
Yeah.
So
If you're a YouTuber, look out for trending things, because that they will do well.
It does help. It does help every now and then.
Yeah, in the long run.
All right, I just want to say one more thing. Oh,
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say that this has been going on for a long time, this topic, but I just want to say just one of my experiences with branching out is about, like, what was it, 2 weeks ago? The developers of Powder VR reached out to me, and he said, "You want to check out our game?" So I said, "Oh, that'd be cool." So I did, and I've had a blast because that was like the very first kind of skiing and snowboard game I've ever played. And being in VR, that was just cool. And then the interesting thing is, just recently, they contacted me and said that we are taking part in the virtual athletics league, and I didn't know what that was. And then I looked that up, and apparently it's like where you play a game and then you try to get to the top of the leaderboard, and then you can win prizes and stuff.
ooh.
Like money.
Yeah.
So I didn't even know that existed. So if I didn't like accept and like branch out more and play Power VR, I wouldn't have known that even existed. So now I'm actually just today they're starting their Power VR tournament, and I'm competing in it.
Right
That's
on.
awesome. Yeah, that's
Good
really
luck.
cool.
I
Congratulations.
wish you luck. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think
I'll be in it
I
as well,
mentioned
so I'll see you on slopes.
I'll see you
I don't think
too.
I
I have a
mentioned
question
this
for
to anyone,
Stylezzz.
but a few days ago in the rec center, I was called a younger SoulFox. I took it as a compliment.
Child.
I don't know if I
You look like an old geezer, Stylezzz.
That's his nickname, child.
I'm kidding, don't hate.
younger SoulFox, so I mean, I guess that's a compliment. Hi, older version.
Howdy.
Probably, well, I know you just got a new PC. I know the Quest games that you make videos on are like very limited to like what you can do with that. Now that you have a PC and you have all the games, what do you think your next steps are?
Ooh, definitely doing so much more than like the games I was confined to. Side quests definitely helped. Like Ancient Dungeon is, well, that's App Lab, but still, Ancient Dungeon, like and stuff like that. It definitely helps with like branching out. But the Oculus store is like so, I can't think of the right word, like
Dry.
like restricted. That's for lack of a better word.
Mhm.
Oculus,
Looks like a
they made App Lab because like it's so hard to get on the official Oculus store, and that was like a huge struggle, especially with me not buying a new game every 5 seconds. So what I'm definitely gonna do with the PC is do just so much more than I could have, and I now have like the ability to do bigger projects, and not only like in Rec Room, but like in Rec Room, with like the streamer cam, I can now record my own things, and as I said, I can do bigger projects. I can stream once I get that ability back from YouTube. But yes,
Oh, oops, my bad.
Wait,
praying.
what? What happened?
Hopefully, when I become a YouTube partner, I can reach out to them and like get that back. 'Cause I want to stream so bad. That's why I had to resort to doing a Instagram stream for the
really?
1K
Instagram.
when I really wanted to do a
Mhm.
YouTube one.
One
like-
more question.
as
Oh, sorry,
possible.
keep going.
No, it's
Okay.
I'm done.
Cool. So, so I know you got, well, again, PC. Do you have any planned games to make videos on for the PC?
I mean, I don't really want to say that because I like my videos being surprised. But
Cool.
I mean,
Yeah, that's
I've been
cool.
waiting for the PC to make a monkey tag video or gorilla tag.
Yes.
Just because
That'll be fun.
better quality.
Hey, if you end up doing it, I'd definitely be down. That'd be a lot of fun. 'Cause
Awesome.
it is a really fun game. I think anybody who has a VR headset should definitely... And it's for free too! It's for free.
Yeah.
And it's
Great.
chaotic. In a great way.
Fresh new idea for a VR chat video that I didn't steal. You should do some speed dating.
You know what? That seems like it'd be a really fun.
Yeah, he's a minor. He can't do that.
You know? Yup.
Don't do that.
That wasn't
yeah.
How did that go? How did that
Yeah,
Speed
so-
dating was weird in general. Period. It was.
Speed
it
dating was a
was
style. No,
That
no.
penguin guy was my favorite.
Speed dating was stuff.
What do you think was your best decision as a VR YouTuber? Like decision you've made?
to start streaming. It was. I still have issues with it due to like poor connection. I pray one day my internet is solid and I don't have to like clicking the start stream button. I kid you not, is so dang stressful because I don't know if it's gonna work or not. But whenever it's actually like buttery smooth one day, that's gonna be like a very glorious moment. But yeah, streaming
It works
it's
75% of the time.
pretty
Wait.
much. So it's been fun. I love it. I love being able to like actually communicate with people and like growing the community that way has been amazing. It's like people join in, they're like, "Hey, how you doing, Soul?" And I'll say hey back to them like, "Wait, he's actually talking to us. Why is he talking to us?" I'm like, "This is how live streaming works. How you doing?" And they're like, "All right, awesome." And then they stick around
That's why I like.
they love that interaction.
Yo,
I prefer
speaking of
watching like
live-
the smaller streamers. When yes, it's always good to grow bigger. Like watching the people on Twitch with millions of followers. I don't find enjoyable because
They don't.
Mhm.
Yeah.
you don't.
They don't talk to chat. They
I
just
think
play
like
the game.
people who talk to chat, that's like it's like a conversation, even though
Yeah.
one person's typing, one person's speaking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Speaking
watch
of
streams.
streams,
The
where
only
people don't,
a
I feel
small
like
channel.
I feel like the only reason like Tommy Innit and like Technoblade are doing so well with their streams
Show
is
me
because
it.
like because like there's like a story kind of going on and like
deal with the dreamers.
he doesn't
Yeah.
it's so weird, like chat is just kind of
He
like
talks to
not
chat.
relevant in
Right.
those streams.
Back to the thing with the other games. I also want to explore Minecraft VR. Momo, you've been raising your hand.
I was gonna say about Soul and his Wi-Fi and streams kind of messing up. What I always like to say is it's not a stream until something goes wrong.
Correct.
Like in terms of like just
Yeah,
do something.
that
Because
is
every
so
time,
true.
listen. Every time I stream, every time I'm like, okay, I'm prepared, I'm ready. It's either like desktop portal or something's not working, and I always have to apologize. Like, sorry guys, this is going on. And as I always say, it's not a stream until something goes wrong. And so,
Yeah,
She's so
you know,
right, though.
dude, it's
I think it could apply to everyone. Like, there's always something that goes wrong every single time.
Speaking
Yeah, like I kid
speaking
you
of streams,
not. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I really want to make another one of those competition streams like when we first met because that was really fun.
I had somebody
the-
recently talk about that, comment on that, the pop figure contest. They really want. They're
Really?
like,
That's
where can I
still-
get the kit? That was like yesterday that they got that they commented that. Yeah,
Nice.
Hey Matt, hey, so I was gonna make a pin so I can put that back on above the store.
We didn't break the game today.
Give me away.
Wait, what?
We didn't.
we actually didn't.
Yo,
Yo, Pug.
Yeah,
That's like
Oh, I
the
grabbed the
first
card.
time in a very long time we haven't
yeah,
broken the game.
dude.
First time in a long time.
Momo, what was your best decision as a YouTuber streamer person? Let me hear it.
Wait,
Right here.
what was
Pink
the
hair.
question? I'm sorry.
Best decision you've made as streamer, YouTuber, person with pink hair, etc.
Doing
Dying
it.
it.
Just like actually. What did you say?
Sorry. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm so lost. I'm so sorry. Oh no, everyone's
Jesus,
back. Okay.
yeah.
I know what my decision is.
Explain to me what's
What?
not a
Oh,
Forcing
YouTuber.
him to teach me how to outline thumbnails.
Wait.
For the longest
so
time, he didn't know how to use a stroke in Photopia.
Nope.
He had no clue.
So, the best thing, you said the best
Gimp.
thing about
Best-
streaming.
Best decision.
Okay.
Best decision you've made.
Just starting somewhere. Just doing it. Just starting somewhere because I've wanted to be a YouTuber and a streamer for a very long time, but I'm just like, oh, I don't have this, I don't have that. Basically, I had this, for the longest time, I've always had the mindset of like, everything has to be perfect, like completely perfect. Like I sometimes like I'm a perfectionist, and sometimes you'll actually see me like take down some of my videos on YouTube and like, oh no, I did this editing mistake, I gotta fix it, and then I end up like re-uploading the whole video. But you know, just you really don't need a whole lot of things in order to, you know, start YouTube, to start streaming. I mean, when I started off with like YouTube, I'll be honest, the first videos on my channel, I did voice acting. I did a lot of voice acting, and all I had was like this like crummy $5 mic that I used like two socks, like put two socks over the microphone to help with like a pop filter.
I haven't heard that one before.
That doesn't sound very necessary.
Oh yeah, my friend does that.
All I
My
had
friend
was
does
like
that.
a laptop.
Noise.
I just had a laptop. I had just like the mic, and that was it. That's all I had. And along the way though, like if you don't start somewhere, you're not going to start anywhere. You're not going to get anywhere. And that's really important, because had I like told myself that like years ago, I probably would have started, you know, doing it, like kind of doing it, and you know, I would have grown a little bit more. And you know, even if you do make mistakes, even though you think, oh, I'm not good enough, this isn't good enough, I need to have like this program, I have to have this and that, it doesn't get you anywhere. It's all about like what can you do with what you have right now. And you're bound to make mistakes from time to time. That's okay. You can't always be a perfectionist, but the thing is, whatever mistakes that you make, and I make a lot of mistakes on my videos and other things, you take what you learn and put it into the next thing. And the fun thing about like growing is you learn new things. I think that's kind of the whole point of like being a YouTuber and streamer, is that you can learn new things. You learn how to organize your time, how to do cool effects and whatnot on like different things on your videos and whatnot. And it's just learning. It's just practicing and learning and kind of taking things as you go, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On that regard, what I have to say, when you get the more equipment and stuff, it becomes easier. But
It
most
does
of the time,
help. It does become easier.
It's still possible. You just gotta put in the work, and that's something I experienced being recording and stuff on the Quest.
Yes,
I'm on a PS4.
Hey!
Round of applause, everybody! Clink the controllers together.
Yeah.
Matt, you were
Hey,
gonna
what are
say
those
something?
circles like? What are they like squishy?
They are very squishy.
Oh, yeah, they're squishy. They're
squishy.
squishy.
Huh?
They're squishy.
They're squishy?
They're like stress balls.
The light and the balls help track. It's based on
Yeah, I
kind
know.
of
The
like light
camera
and
tracks the light of the headset and the ball.
Yeah, the
I just
light
didn't know
of
they were
the-
like
yeah.
hard plastic or like.
With my,
But that's the one thing I miss about it. The balls on the end of the controller.
Yeah.
Fun.
I mean, the
Yeah, just
tracking
like I
does
always like put them
really
together and
suck
be
with
like
PSVR.
squeeze.
No, the one thing I miss about PS4 is you can listen to Spotify in the headset while playing games.
We're,
Punch it together.
we're Cindy,
with
like,
PC.
never played
Now,
PS4.
the difficult
Same thing.
thing about being in PSVR
you can literally do anything
is
with that.
drawing, okay? It's just drawing.
Oh, yeah,
it was
drawing on
even Soul
Rec
can
Room
vouch for me when I like showed up in the art studio and whatnot and just like drawing. Because like the thing is on the index perfectly still, but when you're in a PSVR, your hand just like slightly moves around. So I had to like
know.
always
You okay,
adjust
Soul?
that. I always had to like kind of fix my hand movement.
You okay?
You right?
Yep, we're good.
What's also hard in the
So-
PlayStation is making videos because you got like the fish lens.
You get that circle,
That's
yeah.
so
Oh yeah.
Two for the price of one.
The table.
The box,
Diver shoes.
Just get it out of the way. Please.
Nope. Nope.
Please.
I will open
There's
it
more
for
to
you.
come.
Have you ever heard of the Hydra? You chop off one head, two more replace it. If I open this box, more grow.
That's true.
Have you ever found
That's
walk
true.
Just open
walk
it,
away
please.
from it.
Please.
Wait, no.
It was.
Ooh, it's donuts! Round of applause.
Donuts.
Ooh, donuts.
Oh, you go. We'll get
Okay.
donuts.
Mhm.
Better not start
Ready?
spawning
Open
that.
order.
Okay, open that one.
No.
Open.
How about
open
that?
one.
Mr.
open it.
Open that
Oh,
one.
oh,
Open
Mr.
that one.
Mustachio.
We're good. We're good. Back to
Mr.
the- back to the
Mustachio?
show.
Wait, we're talking about Nintendo.
Were you always a PCVR
This is
player?
Squadcast, not Mario
I
Kart.
think I know the answer to this one, but I don't remember.
I started on Oculus Rift.
Lucky
Lucky you.
Well, that's pretty much your
I
only
I nearly got rid of
VR
it.
when the Rift
I
came
nearly
out.
got rid of it. Like after the first day, I nearly returned it. I was
Why?
so, dude. I was sick. I mean, sick as a dog. Like I was bad.
Oh yeah, because you
off.
play that game.
What game
I
did you
played.
play?
I was
No,
playing
yeah,
Orbis.
because-
I played Echo. Dude, I was in VR for 5 hours or so. I had on
Oh,
hoodies.
boy.
I had on like sweatpants. There were no. I didn't have on enough like air conditioning
That's a
fans.
no-no.
So whenever I got out, it was like my whole entire world shifted upside down. I hit the bed and I was just gone. I couldn't function. I was like, I'm gonna have to return this.
Was it the CV1?
That's what
or was it,
happened
like
with-
the dev
No,
kit?
don't start with
No,
that.
no, CV1. It just I was
Okay.
overheated. I played for too long.
And
It was
he
my very
learned
first
from
time playing,
that.
and
He
so
learned.
motion sickness
He learned.
kicked my butt. Like there's
Dude, like,
sometimes
when I
motion
first
sickness
started-
really gets me, like very bad.
I couldn't
When I
imagine.
Didn't that
like,
playing
Quest
didn't the
Echo.
one,
headphones
like,
of
I
the
didn't
headset
It was
break?
bad. It was
On the
bad.
ride
Yeah,
at Jumbotron
I
was the
should've
one
gotten
time
sick,
where
but
I
I
was like,
love the
I'm literally
version
gonna
you got.
puke if I don't get out of this headset.
Bro, I remember what it you was. would
really use a
it's-
water park
You
right
would be
now.
so
I don't
mad
know
at that
why. Go to a
headset.
water
You would have
park.
to try to fix the thing, and it was awesome.
Dude, I tried
found
fixing
it
that headset
funny.
like 72 times. It was not fun.
I think it was the missing
only
child.
gotten
When I
sick
did the
once in
missing
VR.
child video, if you remember,
Surprisingly.
in my
Did you?
video.
Oh my god.
Why did you return it twice?
I played through it and I was like, it's not that fun. I don't
Speaking of
understand
Beat
it.
Saber,
And then
That's
I picked it up
true.
later with like custom songs, and I'm like, oh, this is dope. All right, hang on now.
Stylezzz, how did you get custom songs on the Quest?
It's a whole thing.
Ask this man. He helped me the whole time.
How?
He helped me set up my.
It takes
They have like
time,
protection
but
against now. It's
It was like
Talk about-
there was one more level that I tried 20 minutes pushing through, sweating profusely because I was getting nauseous and I was trying to push through it and
I couldn't do 20
I was
minutes of
dead
Beat
for the rest
Saber.
of the
I
day.
have
I get
There was-
irritated with songs more than like 5.
I just gave up.
You're bad at Beat Saber though.
I like almost throw up during VR
Sorry.
once, and I was playing End Space. It's like a space flying thing, and it, like so that it was fine. But then in the tutorial, it tells you to like go upside down, and I'm like, okay, no, I'm not doing that.
Oh
No.
wait, which
Oh,
one
like
was
have you
that?
seen that that Echo VR setting where you can like flip backwards and forwards and stuff?
Yeah.
That's
No, forget that.
trippy as frick, dude.
Yeah, that dude, no.
The worst time I ever had, besides like my first VR experience, we were doing a. So I made a video for touring carts, and it was okay. I had a good time with it. But something
Oh,
about
my
racing
goodness.
games give me
Oh, no.
very bad motion sickness.
Yeah, I remember this
And so we're recording the second one, and I don't know if you'll know him, Dan the man. Me and him were recording. We
actual
were having a
man.
good time racing. Dan the
Dan the
literal
man.
pan. That is his name now. I love it. But no, we were racing, and we did I think we did 2 races. We were having a good time. And we were moving on to the third one. And I already had a box fan on me. Cause like a box fan helps out with motion sickness, stuff like that. But we're on our
Ooh,
third
really?
race, and I think we're on like the second lap. And something clicked in my brain. Like I instantly went from like being okay to like you're about to be severely sick. Like it was like super sudden. And so I pushed through. I finished. And the second we finished the race, I kid you not, Dan was trying to check on me. I threw my headset, like literally chunked it off, and fell like face first on the ground right in front of the fan because I could feel it coming. I just laid there. About 5 minutes later, I put on the headset. He's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "I nearly just got severely sick." Like,
Oh boy.
it was it took me
Dash
off my
Dash
feet. I was on
affect you at
the
all?
ground.
Yeah,
man.
was that the same with
My
Dash Dash?
Dash Dash is not as bad, which is crazy because Dash Dash has like twist and loops and all.
Yeah.
It does get me, but
The
it's not
base-
as bad. If I have enough
The-
air on me, I'm okay.
The
They
one and
did
only
spend a
time.
lot of time to optimize it for comfort, though.
Yeah.
The one and
Dan
only
is
time
now
I've
another
gotten
one of our
motion
guests.
sick-
Everybody, say hello to Dan. He is now one of our guests.
Hi, Dan.
Hi, Dan.
Hi, Dan.
Throw him. No,
Well,
I'm
dang,
kidding.
okay.
Okay.
Hi Dan.
The one and only time I've ever gotten motion sick in VR is
Oh, my.
All right, no more pans.
Dan and Dan.
What were we saying,
the
George?
the first and only time I've ever gotten sick in VR is the first day I got my VR. I decided to play Skyrim VR, and that was a mistake.
Does your popularity ever get overwhelming?
Whenever I leave a Rec Rail match and get back to the lobby, that's about the only time.
Bro, that's the funnest part.
That's why I go in there with pans.
That's the real
like,
form.
if
Yeah,
people
it's
start
terrifying.
screaming, I will take pans and like actually defend myself. I'll go out there, swing, and then take off running. Well, besides that, no, it doesn't. If people get too crazy, I have tools to like be able to compensate for it. So we were playing. What was it? We were playing Population 1 the other night on stream, and the kids that were in the game were being like, they were excited, they were having a good time, which is fantastic. That's fine, that's cool. But they were like overtly excited to the point where it was very, very loud. The game has volume options. You just lower it down. That's okay. Same thing with Wrecker. If people get to the
Oh,
point
I
where
remember
they're
that. Yeah.
overtly excited, you just turn it down. I can still hear them. I can still talk to them, but it's not to the point where it's too much for the people that are watching and too much for myself.
That's one thing. Like indie developers had menus and like options for those, because a lot of like
Voice volume is
Yeah.
always important.
indie games don't have it.
Yeah.
It's sometimes not the best.
Every single time we went out of a game, that was intimidating.
That was it.
Yeah. We'd always have
I just thought
guns
of this
though,
question
so...
now. Have you ever been recognized in a game that's not Rec Room, but like in another VR game?
Yes, that's the weirdest thing. That I can't remember the first one that happened. Pokemon VR has happened. What else is it? But
VR with you.
I got
you got recognized in Pokemon VR?
No, we got okay.
Wait, how do you get?
That's awesome.
Okay, it was,
Wait a minute, how did you get recognized in Pokemon VR?
I don't know. Well, because I used to go.
He's just that
I was
cool.
recognized once, and they beat me bad in a battle.
I was just playing around one day randomly. I was super tired, and someone comes up to me. They're like, "Hey, you want to trade?" I didn't have my mic on that at the time, and they're like, "Oh, I've seen you in SoulFox's stuff. I know you have a mic." I'm like, "Whoa, okay."
You got called out. He said, "I know
Wow.
you can
I know you have a mic. Unmute it.
Yeah.
Dude,
I know you
need
have
to
a
play
mic.
Pokemon VR again.
I'm
I
going
really
to
want
next
to
month.
fight you.
I'm going to.
I'm
Next
scared
month?
for that
Oh,
to
heck
happen
yeah,
when
dude.
I'm on like
Savage.
screen mode on my
Oh my
phone. I
God.
don't want to turn on like my phone mic. I'm just people are gonna be like, I know you have a mic. I'm like,
It's but it's happened a few times. It happens more like often now. But like whenever it first started happening, it was super weird. They're like, "Wait, I know that voice." SoulFox. I'm like,
I know
What?
that voice.
Who's SoulFox?
Metro
I
Fox?
know that
I'm
voice from
SoulFox
anywhere.
Gaming. Who's that?
I got recognized in Roblox.
SoulFoxGaming and
nice.
I got recognized, but it was kind of weird because it had nothing to do with Rec Room and didn't have nothing to do with my
Let's say
YouTube.
my little cum slut.
But so if you when was it? Which game was it? That was Phantom Covert Ops. That game. So on the
I haven't played it
on
yet. but it
the
looks fun.
Oculus Quest Reddit, I posted a picture of me in a
yes, I
kayak,
remember.
completely decked out in black.
That
and
was you?
acting like a spy. That was me. That got
Oh my gosh.
that got 2.1k upvotes in like a few days, and then I all of a sudden joined a Population 1 match because that's right when it came out, and they were trying to test and I got accepted, and they're like, "Oh, there's Ding Boy, the guy in the kayak." So it was like,
That's sick.
Dude, I didn't even know
That's
that was
really
you. That is a
cool.
legendary picture.
That's cool.
Mr. Kayak.
it like got
Alright.
posted by like Nathie too on his like,
Yeah,
it got popular
that's
for some
awesome.
reason.
Yeah, same here.
It's great.
It's
It's,
awesome.
great.
It's awesome.
All right. So this one I also want to know personally. Do you ever hold yourself back from doing things just so you don't want to like draw attention to yourself? For example, like in a smaller streamer's chat or something, you're like watching their stream. You like hold
Yes.
yourself back from typing or something.
Okay, so that was something I had to learn to do because before I actually became like more known inside of Rec Room, people started to know who I was. But I was a fan of Harry. Like I was a huge fan, and so I watched his stuff, had a good time with him. I kind of started to get to know him, and so like I would watch his streams. He'd stream at night. I watch his streams, have a good time with it, and then there came a point in time where if I would join his stream or like Bo's stream, anybody's stream really, after they started to get to know who I was, people would honestly like start talking to me instead of focusing on the stream, and I don't like that. Like that, I feel really bad about
Stream
that. So I'm not
etiquette.
there to take their their focus. I'm there to say hello to the streamer and have a good time. So like if I go into a stream sometimes and I say hey Harry, hey Bo, I don't typically reply to the other people that are like, hey SoulFox, hey, because I want I'm quite literally there to participate in the stream as well, like to focus on the person that is streaming.
And
Yeah, it just
Yeah.
Yeah.
On their
Yeah.
channel, and I don't like it. I don't talk
Yeah.
after that. I'll say hey.
Well, it's-
and then I'll
yeah.
just shut my mouth because
It hasn't
Yes.
happened in like rec room. I mean, like streams, but in Discords, I've held myself back from because I'm in a couple smaller people's Discords, and I've held myself back because there's been one time where I chatted and like the owner pinged everyone. All of a sudden, everyone's like Stylezzz. I was like, this is not my server.
Right.
I didn't
Because
wanna,
it's like you quite literally want to take part just as everybody else does sometimes. Like
You just
I
want
just want to watch a stream some days and say, hey, how you doing? To let the person know I'm there supporting them, having a good time. I'm not there to say, hey, I'm here, give me your attention. Like that's not it. I want to quite literally just
Spotlight
take
should
part in the
be
stream.
on the
Oh, yeah,
streamer
yeah.
and not on you.
Exactly.
Yes.
And
Exactly.
that's streaming.
Yeah.
Does this ever happen in your
Chat to them
Discord?
and not you.
Like where in your Discord you hold back from talking in your own Discord? Because like,
No, Discord,
If
I'm
someone's talking
there
about
all the time. Just if
I
anybody
don't
has questions, I'm there to answer.
Vibing. Well, that's why you've got
Vibing.
the channel.
Join in. Just link
he
in the
vibe
description.
in Discord.
Sorry,
It's probably going to be a multi-part video, right?
Probably.
I will edit it. I had to edit the last episode. Cough, cough. You, and you. Quite a lot.
I did not do anything.
Wait, me? Me? I
Okay.
didn't see you point at me.
Huh.
He's
But
not
Gaze,
wrong.
what'd you do?
I'm glad you haven't said AirPod
I did
shot
nothing.
yet.
I don't
And
know what you're
You better
talking
not get
about.
the idea.
AirPods. I'm sorry.
All right.
Hold himself back.
And our final question: if you didn't do VR YouTube, what kind of YouTube do you think you'd be doing if you would be doing YouTube in general? Or do
Probably.
you think you would not
some-
even be doing it?
I don't know, some kind of gaming YouTube. Like I went to school last year and I got a degree in something, so I'd probably be more focused on that. And I actually was going to do that, but like as I was getting to the point where I was exiting school and about to get my degree, I like focused on YouTube full time, and like I'm very thankful I can do that. So like I have a backup plan in case YouTube one day I don't want to do it anymore. It somewhat fails, something happens. I have a backup plan, but for the time being, like I'm able to focus on this, and I'm actually very thankful for it. So I really don't know what I'd be doing besides just working outside of YouTube.
Be a fireman.
What did you
You
major
probably had
in?
the
Yeah, I
degree in
wanted to.
being
I wanted to
That
so bad.
that's
Yeah, what happened to
the
that?
thing. If
Could be a shot.
I tried.
I've heard that
I
one
legitimately
before.
was trying to be a fireman
Soul
for a
was
while.
be a
and it-
fireman, yeah.
Oh, that's
I
cool.
was
I-
super underprepared. I
He
went and
had a
took the
lot of
test,
tests he had to
and I
go
got my
through. Oh my gosh.
butt kicked. It was bad. Like I feel like I could pass the test now because I'm like in a much more like better physical state.
Now
but
he's strong.
whenever I did
boy.
it then, I was not ready.
Strong man.
He's
I don't know that I
strong.
could still do it now due to like I don't know. You got to see a lot as a fireman. Like you got to see some tough stuff and go through it.
I
and it's-
know.
That's the kind of stuff I couldn't do.
It's
Yeah.
yeah, that's the
I
stuff
am
that
the
would like
most
keep me up at night. And so I'm
empathetic
like,
person.
I don't know I could do that.
On the
Firemen are like the OG.
They're tough
Yeah.
guys. I got a lot of respect for them. But yeah, it's that was something I wanted to do for a while. But now I can YouTube.
What did
Play
you
monkey
major
game,
in
make monkey
college?
noises.
And come out of the job.
Cool.
With, well, first of all, they're all beaten up.
PTSD.
They have tons of physical and mental issues when they come out of the job. Tons of PTSD.
They only work.
Oh yeah.
They only work 1 week out of a month. The rest of the time, they're supposed to like reflect and like heal their mental health and stuff like that.
I don't know if.
Some of
Except
them
Yeah,
over
do.
they do.
here.
They do.
Oh, well,
Little
they do? Oh. Well, around.
Yeah.
around
They do?
here, at least they don't. Only NYPD. FD
That's probably like the volunteer
you're right.
firemen's, which I would still do, and I still plan on doing one day. I want to be a volunteer fireman.
I thought that was everywhere. I thought everywhere just volunteer, except for like FDNY.
No, there's you can make a career out of being a fireman.
They're
But it's,
first responders, so I mean,
There's a
they
lot to
probably
it.
should be getting paid.
there's a lot to it.
You gonna come pick me up?
No,
Wait,
I
what?
am
How old are you?
I don't.
I'm 14.
we're gonna have to fly
Oh,
to get down there.
right.
You're not young.
What the heck?
Up that way and then down that
No
way.
way.
Luckily,
So
it's
old.
nice to
Okay.
fly-
From
fly
I have to say this now. I won't get a
I
chance.
could get there
Yeah,
in
I
one
mean,
day.
You're older than me if you're a year older
Hold up,
than me.
hold up,
You
hold
are
up,
not
hold up.
older than
Do you
me
know
if you're
that-
a month.
Do you know he's
wait,
14?
That's the way I look at
I
it.
am older than
Yeah,
you
he's
by
14.
like 3 years.
I am older than you. He's 14?
I thought Matt was
Yeah.
like 15 or 16. What?
I
you're
told
older.
you, but no, he's 14.
Guess my age
That's
short
a
He
now.
Right,
sounds
me too.
older. He sounds
27.
older.
He does sound older.
If you guys hear
No.
Deck, he
Guess my
sounds like
age
he's
now.
21, but he's also 14.
Okay.
It's the same.
Green.
Dude, I'm legit.
Green. Guess my age
So
now.
what?
Go.
Deck 12
15.
sounds like he's
Bad.
21.
Big boy.
Yeah.
Guess my age now. Go.
Deck sounds a lot older.
Yeah,
He's 14.
I
Ding boy,
Wait,
guess my age
I'm
now.
older
Go.
than
He's 9
Deck
months older
Deck?
than Matisse.
15
I
or
guess you
16.
are.
No.
You're older than a lot of people.
Soul, guess my age now. Go.
It's interesting. It's really interesting.
You just have the baby in the
Sad.
garden.
No, shoot, 16. He's 16.
Stop! You ruined it.
The baby monkey.
Me, I'm
Dude.
getting old.
Monkey.
We already know Soul.
Wait a minute, that means he's the
98.
youngest in God, right?
We
You had
he's
100
ancient,
yesterday.
99. 99.
And now
You
it's
child.
Ancient boy.
You better pick a good stream to hit 100.
Mm-hmm.
Child, get older.
He really is. Which is
Dude, just
very
get
interesting.
older.
I think I might
Interesting because like between
Dude,
him and Juju, it's
Bro.
just like
Get
Get
different
older.
pitch and voice.
How old do you think
Tell
I
my
am?
kids one day,
How old
look,
do you think I am?
just get older.
15.
Get older.
Bro, Tyler.
I don't want to have to
I'm
hire a
like
babysitter for
14.
you. Get
You're
older.
14, 15, 16, 14. That is weird.
Tyler, you're the youngest squad
That
member.
is
How do you
weird.
feel?
I don't want to be 17. This is so weird.
By month. Hello.
Bro.
That's so weird.
Bro! Come on, man.
So number one, Soul. Have you ever suffered any little injuries, meaning like cuts, bruises, and stuff, while in VR?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I have.
Cool. What's the most major
Just is,
you?
I was playing Beat Saber and slammed my index controller on my thumb and bled. It didn't feel good.
Yo, I remember that.
Okay.
I was really going
Second
for this
question.
cut, so I went,
I hate Matt, you may remember this, but
it's just
Matt,
this
we were
mess
in
that
drunken
they
bar
just
fight
break
in
the
Rec Room,
controllers.
and it was when I
Ooh,
broke.
I love that room.
We were in drunken bar fight in Rec Room. It was when I broke this controller. I hit it. I was trying to hit it with a chair. I slam it on the edge of my dresser, and
Dang.
not only does the controller break and bounce out of my hand, my middle finger is completely like bleeding and in so much pain. That was oh god.
Yeah.
It's not really a
Zen.
question, but it's words of wisdom. Okay. So I work
In
at
VR?
Dunkin' Donuts, and if do you like culottes from Dunkin' Donuts?
What's a colada?
yeah, what's a culotta?
Oh my God, no!
I would ignore it.
Okay,
I
but
would
and if
say I like
anybody,
Dunkin' Donuts, but I'm
you
from
still
New York,
haven't come to my
so-
Dunkin' Donuts, but still,
I'm-
if anybody
I've
ever
tried.
orders a culotta from Dunkin' Donuts, get the vanilla bean one, but ask them to put a
No,
pump of
it's
blue
bad.
raspberry in it. It is so good. It tastes like cotton candy,
I'm sorry, monkey.
like physical actual monkey ears, because I think that's kind of messed up. Like
I did.
actual.
I literally
monkey
ordered one
Dude,
from Amazon.
I was in a
to send to
Discord
him.
call when he
You
did
still
that. I
have
was
to
in a
buy
Discord
it
call.
once. He said he wouldn't. I can't send it to you.
So
Dude,
No.
I
Oh,
was
you
in
got a PO
Discord
box,
call when
right?
he did that.
I would love that.
Yeah.
Also, I'm getting a phone call.
Dude.
Give me 1 second.
Oh,
ring.
he's off.
Ooh,
Dude,
yeah,
I don't like
Now,
it. I don't like his
SoulFox
ringtone.
is confirmed.
He's got the classic default ringtone.
Yeah, it's so
It
funny.
gives me. It gives me like, you better wake up before I get hurt you.
I'm good. Go ahead.
I hate my alarm so much.
Ooh.
Wait, I
Okay,
had something to
another
say.
question.
What was the question again? What was your question? Oh yeah,
Oh,
the PO box.
so
Can
it
I
wasn't
send
a
you the
question.
monkey ears? Heck
Oh, like a
yeah!
headband.
Gotta promise you wear it on a stream
I thought you
at
meant,
least
like,
for 5 seconds.
I don't know.
Then sure.
Yeah, you can send me
Be
anything
nice
as long as it's not
to work.
illegal. Okay, look, you know how NASA has like those like frozen, freeze dried types of foods?
yeah,
Has somebody made a taco version?
that would be interesting.
Ooh!
That's what I want.
Freeze-dried
That's what I want in the PO
Oh
box.
no, I want nachos tonight.
freeze-dried
Oh goodness, I want
Oh
taco.
yeah, like astronaut ice cream. That stuff's
I've had
be
the
awesome.
ice cream sandwich.
Oh,
That's
God.
better than I thought it was.
Chair.
It's
Yeah,
like
it
not
sounds
really
good.
ice cream.
What is it?
Yes. Yes.
It's like a cookie,
Take my
cookie
chair.
ice cream.
How
Never
much
mind, it's only 3 people, my
population
bad.
Is
Why not?
it fun to play with friends?
Very.
Pop
Oh, yeah.
one,
Is it
yes.
worth it?
He's not gonna answer me.
You can do dumb stuff the
I
entire
think
game.
him
It's
throwing his
hilarious.
camera at you kind of answers it pretty well, Tyler.
That's the best part.
Flashbang.
Can I just say, the game's called Population 1. If you can only play in squads, why isn't it Population 3?
No, listen.
Because
No, it should be,
nobody
like,
knows. I am
population.
very curious about that.
It's a squad of one.
Population. How many people start in the game?
So
Because like if the game is like it has multiple people playing,
get
it
it.
wouting be population 3
grew
or 1. It would be
it.
like population as many people that are in the
to be
lobby
honest,
at a time.
population 3 would not
Population has many people as in the lobby. That's perfect.
Population 1.
Game name, that's how you sell copies, everyone.
Oh, okay.
Yo,
So the question
Sean
that
Cheddar.
she's
Would ask.
No, I'm being dead serious
Pepper
here.
Jack,
Favorite kind of
Pepper
cheese
Jack.
is
Yes. Thank you, Soul.
What?
Sorry.
There's too many pictures.
What was it? Oh, sorry.
Picture. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No. Favorite kind of cheese? Brie. Oozing cheese on the end. It's not brie, but it's like a different. It's a different kind of. It has a different name, but
It's like one
I
of those
always
frog things that you
keep
get at the
forgetting.
arcade.
What happened?
Wait, what's happening?
Is it still moving?
My
Oh, no, it
controller
went away.
totally just died and heated me up.
Yo,
That was
alright. He about to drive.
What happened? Oh,
Oh no. I've just realized something.
Oh,
and
my
I'm
hand's
really
gone.
Sorry for it.
Yo, he about to zoom.
I was taking a photo right there,
You ready?
but my hat,
Oh my
right
God,
now
hold on.
in the way.
It's all good.
This is the best
How do we
glitch
do
I've
this?
seen in this game.
Burn. This is my
oh
car.
mine's not doing good.
Let it go.
Why you guys?
You can have races with our cameras.
A little box derby with cameras.
What the frick?
Off it goes.
There's
Burn.
too many
Let
photos.
him go.
Oh, I grabbed this.
Wait, Beyblade camera?
Beyblade, take a pick.
Probably.
We're having like a
After this, we all
Beyblade.
go to Coconut Cove. Who's down
No,
for Coconut Cove after this?
Beyblades.
Look at
Beyblades, let it rip.
Styles.
Yes,
You down for
Beyblades,
some Coconut
Beyblades, take
Cove
a
after
pick.
this?
maybe.
Take a pick. Let's fight
I need to
another
record
battle.
video
Alright,
on my Xbox
so-
video.
We hope you enjoyed
Picture
this episode of the
wars.
podcast. It's fun to do. Yeah.
Yes. Subscribe.
Subscribe to Soul, our
Matt,
guest.
move.
Can we do another
He.
chicken
Alright,
dance?
cool.
I feel like that was fun.
Alright. Oh.